Diomid, welcome back. Easy podcast on the move again. We haven't done that for a while. Welcome back to Aruba. I know you've been visiting the States. Thank you very much for showing up today. I know we have a great topic in mind, right?
Yes. Thank you very much for inviting me. We was talking about this for some time already, and it's a great place. I'm really glad to be here. Thank you very much, Ari.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're going to dive right in. Not before, I'm going to say thank you very much for all the gifts that you're bestowing upon us. Obviously, this one is an amazing thing for the radiation from our phones. My kids love it. And Radotech, which you're going to present and show us. Yeah, you can bring it up.
I'm gonna use this moment, of course.
Exactly, use the moment. And you've been to the States, so you can tell us a little bit about that, what you've been doing over there with Radotech. And at the end, I'm going to present the egg, the Russian egg that you gave me. It's right above me. But let's dive in because I know you brought some great topic to discuss, and I hope our audience will appreciate that. This is great time we're living in.
Oh, absolutely. The time is become better and better.
Yes.
every day we see it, and the topic today is about possibility for Trump announce on the World Cup, football World Cup on summer, about existence of the alien contacts.
Ooh, age of disclosure.
Yes, exactly. It's a lady in England. She works for the bank, and she proposed to do to be prepared for that and to do a protocol how they're going to handle a possible panic if this is going to really happen. And also it's a reporter, Mark Christopher Lee, who actually started all this based on his contacts in Washington. He said that it's going to happen on the 8th of July. So Trump is going to have a speech talking about aliens.
It brings me back to the days that we used to watch X-Files and encounters with aliens and all the movies that they produce in Hollywood. And I haven't seen a spacecraft yet. I haven't seen any aliens yet. No UFOs. It's kind of topic that it's hard to grasp because we as human, we haven't seen anything. We kind of want to see it before we believe in it. But there is a big shift right now. There is a big change, and people are beginning to realize that there's a lot of things we haven't been told.
Exactly. And my question to you, Ari, is how would you react if this is really gonna happen? What would you think? What it would change for you?
I always look at the sky and I always try to see if there's something between the clouds. I always try to imagine what happens if I do see a craft or a UFO or anything that is out of the ordinary. I don't know how it's going to change my life, but I know that there's going to be a big wave, around the world. And, my thought is a lot of people are going to be in disbelief. A lot of people are going to say, hey, we were looking for that and it's been coming and we felt something is coming. I think during this conversation, I'm going to probably get more in tune with what I'm going to feel. But this is something since I was born, I've never thought about it deeply. And this is why you're here. So share with us your thoughts and then we can kind of form our thoughts too.
Okay. You see, for me, I knew since I was in school that aliens exist.
Yeah.
My father had access to the secret.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So what they say that I knew that aliens exist since I was a kid because my father had access to secrets.
Wow.
Yes.
Tell us. Okay.
And he brought reports home. I was reading as a kid reports from people abducted by aliens. Obviously, from those who who came back.
Wow.
Because near our city in Russia, Izhevsk, it was an area called Perm Triangle, where a lot of contacts with UFO was noticed, and a lot of people was reading those reports, and they was taken by authorities, writing explanations, getting instructions not to tell anybody. But then I was reading those reports.
Wow. What was your father role in it? How did he get it?
He was head of the security for the big military factory.
Wow.
Yeah, so one of the actually most secret one in Russia, which was producing parts for the missiles. And because of his position, he had access basically to anything.
Wow. So we are going to get some inside track and information from somebody that was high up. And you know what? I have a feeling that those higher ups, they know a lot of things that they're not sharing. So maybe we can discover something today.
Yes. And the biggest thing to discover is that it's not really important if this is going to happen or not. What important is that we basically have now two major powers, which one power is using us as a batteries, and another power is helping us to understand our abilities. And those two powers is now all for disclosure.
Yep.
But for two different reasons.
Okay.
One power wants to scare us that we control there, aliens, we was lied about aliens, we lied about education, we lied about medicine, we lied about everything, about history, and that it's no way out, we're under control, and we means nothing. So this is their goal for disclosure. So we don't see end of the channel. We just see the channel, but don't see the end of it.
Yeah.
And another powers which actually want us to become more advanced, more developed, and use our abilities, those powers pushing us to go through the end of the channels. Because on the end of this rabbit hole is understanding that we really create our life.
Yep.
We create our reality, and if we scare, we create a scare reality.
Right.
And if we see the light, we create the light reality.
Right. We're active participant in our form, shaping our form of destiny and life. Yeah.
Exactly. But it's coincidence that the goals
they're not aligned.
The goals are different.
They're not aligned.
The goals are different, but the tool is the same. Is to push us to the new knowledge, and for the different. So basically, is the faster we able to go through the whole understanding and see that everything that happened is for good, is the faster the new life will start. It is coming, and what is Aruba role in this new world? Because in Aruba things happen much faster. You attract what you radiate much faster than any other place. I think that everybody noticed that once you drop something, and if you get upset about it, you're gonna drop something else.
It's kind of a collective. Kind of a collective feel from a small island that everybody's kind of trying to be aligned. Yeah, then it manifests a lot quicker. And there's a One Happy Island slogan that actually brings that feel to be happier.
Exactly, exactly. This is why Aruba is favorite for the positive people, because the more positivity you radiate, the more positivity you attract.
Yes.
And the negative people, I was checking it with many friends, and many people agree with me that negative people don't really stay long.
That's good. We don't want the negative vibes here.
Exactly, exactly. And their negativity attracts situations which they don't like, and they just leave the island because. So, so what the main thing I see in this, even talking about this possibility, it pushes people to this rabbit hole, and the more people go in, start this journey, the more people will end up with understanding that everything is good, that world is fair, nothing happened to us which we do not attract. If something happened to us which we don't like, the only reason that something inside us resonates with this situation. Get rid of it. Think good, will be good.
Yeah.
This is a truth, and this is the understanding which more and more people will go to in the next, I think, in the next few years.
Okay.
And what is going to happen? What is going to happen? People who get to the end of the tunnel and see the light, and people who stuck in the middle of this tunnel and only see darkness everywhere, these people, they it's very hard for them to be next to each other.
Yeah.
Because it's just I see something what you don't, and whatever I tell you, you don't see it, and what I see, it's going to create a conflict, all kind of conflicts. And Aruba is a place which already attracting people who already went through this tunnel, who already see the life is good, who already understand that everything happens for good. That if something you don't like, just rethink.
Yeah.
Look from another angle.
Yep.
And these people, the more people become like that, they're going to look where is the place where people think like I do. And Aruba is a place where these people gather already
Right.
for years.
Birds of a feather flocks together. So let me kind of try to bring it down a little bit to our reality. So we're saying that these days it's there's a major shift. There's a major change right now in spirituality, in understanding, in deep connection. And I don't know if it's related to the 3D, 4D, and 5D, but there are a paradigm shift right now in the thinking of people. So there is, until now, we were living in some sort of a physical world, and everybody was attached to the old paradigm, what they believed in. And right now, there is disclosure, there is new awareness, there is things that come to the surface that actually affects us with our own thoughts, with our own abilities, with our own way of thinking. As our inner self, that's our outer self reflects back to us. Bring it down to common understanding for a second. Maybe on you, maybe on people that you see, maybe on the public around. How is it when you were growing up, reading those papers from your dad? Maybe you can touch about that. And what do you feel right now that it's opening up and bringing to the surface, and there's shedding light on something that was very hidden? What do you think, like before and after, as it's presented to this moment?
You see, before it was almost impossible even to talk about.
Right, right. Conspiracy theories. You're psycho. We're not believing in that. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a whole was operation, CIA operation, Mockingbird, in discrediting people who talk about metaphysical things.
Right.
And this is just to keep us under control. And now the situation changed.
It's trendy, and there is a light shed on that subject.
Yes, as we spoke already about, for chasing different goals, both powers are going through the same road to different goals, but to the same road. And this is why it's going to increase, creating bigger difference in people who make decisions on emotions, especially on negative emotions, and people who make decisions on their mind and intuition, and who actually understand that negative thinking will never do any good for you.
Right.
Even it's proved by 100%, it's still not going to be good for you to think negatively. And as I say, this is, I see why Aruba is going to grow and become more and more attractive for more and more people.
Yep.
As a place where positive people come together, and the more positive people come to Aruba, it will be attracted for more and more positive people.
Do we know who is the powers that involved, the one that's shifting us to different directions? Do we know a little bit about that?
Of course, it's right now. It's not even a secret anymore. You can. What actually took me years and even decades to collect. Now you can find in the internet in just one day. So actually, the powers are, you can say it, the alien beings who can operate in metaphysical world. We can only operate in physical world, and we don't know about our abilities to operate in metaphysical world.
Yep.
But those powers on both sides, they know how to operate in metaphysical world, and one side use us as a batteries, pushing us to negativity, taking our energy through negativity, and other power is dealing with us as a kids who needs guidance, telling us, listen, keep it to yourself. Use it wisely, this energy. You can use it for your health, you can use it for your longevity, you can use it for people around you, and don't give it to those who try to scare you.
So we're talking about parallel dimensions. We're talking about how do they come into the physical world, from the metaphysical. How is that possible?
Some of you see, we are a good example of being in physical and metaphysical world.
The human beings.
Yes,
Okay.
because we have physical body, and we have also mental, astral bodies. Some people have more than 20 thin metaphysical bodies. And just how we feel those bodies and how we can use these bodies, this is the only difference between us and those aliens. We can call them aliens. It's just we only, the most advanced people can only use maybe 10% of the powers of our metaphysical bodies, and this in aliens they can use 100%. So for the physical things, you use your physical body, and so you with metaphysical bodies you can create a situation when everything you need is in front of you, but you still need a physical body to pick it up.
Talk to me about a little bit of what you read in your father's documents about abductions. What do you have? What do you believe about abductions? Because I've read some crazy stories about people got snatched in the middle of the road, bright lights, disappearing, coming back 10 miles away after a few days. What's going on in that? Is that government operations? Is that really extraterrestrials? What is it?
It's already known. I mean, known fact. I mean, it's known when you know a lot of things around. But basically, that Eisenhower in 1947 had a meeting with gray aliens in exchange of technologies,
Yep.
giving them the right to use people for their experiment.
That image of gray aliens or anybody chatting with government officials or anybody or higher up and really striking up a deal like that, it's mind-blowing.
It is everything mind blowing, which is not already yet. So if you grow up with it, it's not gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
Like as I say, for me, I didn't even know that people don't know about it. when your father came and he said, and it was like the copies, and they was like not a black copies, it was very very old copy machines. The words, it's very hard, it's hard to read some words, but it was handwriting and then copied. And people say that exactly, that I went, I was in the woods, I saw some lights through the woods, and then I came, I saw some glowing spaceship, and the woman approached me like 3 meters tall, and I felt very good, and she invited me to follow her, and I followed her to the ship, and then I remember nothing, but then I saw my friend, waking me up, and it's three days past.
And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of stories like that.
A lot of stories like that, and most of them are very much true, because this is what I was reading, and these people didn't make it up.
So it happens in Russia too, not only in the States, not only it's around the world.
Of course. A lot of information that they go to inside Earth through the volcanoes. That a lot of aliens live under the water. If you go to this direction, you can collect a lot of information in just one day. You can collect tons of information. It will take you 1 year to read. But is it important?